What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for some more content for you guys, and something a little bit different today, seeing as Spurs aren't playing for the next couple of weeks. Chelsea game got postponed, so we thought we'd bring you an all-time Tottenham draft Premier League version. We've got Brian and Brains in the house with us. Brian, long time no see. How you doing, brother?
We're getting there. We're getting there. Been a bit of a hard time at the moment, but we're getting there, and it's good to be with you guys and everyone in the chat.
It's good to have you back, and as well, Brains, good to have you back as well, brother. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. It's a little bit getting over the disappointment from Wolves, but other than that, yeah, I'm all good.
Brains, I've been hearing that you've been doing a lot of homework on this for the past overnight. No sleep, just putting all your names down on the paper, just ready to have Stuart Nethercott as your centre-back.
I saw Cotter's coming in, left back.
Pick number one.
A strange name is going to appear here.
So basically, the way this is going to work is we're going to go all 4-2-3-1. We'll go round in a circle, picking a player each. Once a player is picked, the other player obviously cannot pick them. Then we'll compare teams by the end of it. By the end of it, we'll each have an 11. Every player has to fit, obviously, in the 11. I guess for the number 10, you can interpret it how you want in terms of the 8s, the 10s, and the 2 centre mids and the attacking midfielder. But Sammy is going to ask us a question, and whoever gets closest to the question will be the first person to pick, and then we'll just go clockwise after that. So does that make sense for everyone?
Wait, so if someone says, if someone picks a guy for their team, the other people can't pick that player.
Correct.
It's gonna be a long night.
All right.
Pens at the ready, Brains.
All right. So let's just get crack-a-lacking. Sammy, you've got the question?
Yeah.
What is the question?
What date did Harry Kane score his 50th goal for Spurs?
Okay, what date did Harry Kane score his 50th goal for Spurs? God.
What date? I
have no clue. I don't even know.
Is that a Premier League goal or just any goal? Okay.
11th of October, 2016.
You giggled that, Dago.
Surely.
That's
11th of October 2016. I'm gonna go the 3rd of February 3rd of February 2016.
I'm gonna go the 15th of March 2016.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here. This is a punt. All right.
I think we're all punting here.
I'm gonna go for hold on. 10th of January 2016.
While looking at the phone, literally shut 10th of January. So is it 10th of January?
I get it wrong.
Huh?
I think Brains can tell you the answer.
So Brains cheated, so I think he goes last.
and he has the nerve to say I googled it.
Was I closest then, next to after Brains?
All right, so that means Sim first, me second, Brains third, and Brian fourth. Unfortunately, is the way it's going to work.
Goalkeepers, Jesus.
You should have used Google.
Jesus.
But to clarify, you can choose any player any time. We're not getting in position order.
Okay.
It's just we're not starting with goalkeepers and whatever. It's just we start by picking players, and then we move forward.
No particular order exactly, so it's going to get a bit tasty towards the end. I think there are a lot of good players obviously are going to get picked from the off, but Sim, take us away.
Okay, first pick, under the gun. I am going to go for, oh my God, who am I going to go for first pick? And obviously, by the way, when you pick a player, obviously we're picking the best version of that player. So it's that player in their prime, their best season.
At Spurs, though, or in their prime?
Spurs.
At Spurs.
All right.
So considering that, I'm gonna go for Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, straight from the off.
I'm just going to go for it.
Why would you pick Harry? And why, Sim? Why would you pick Harry Kane?
Because I think just at Spurs, he's probably Tottenham's best ever player. So it Tom's about Tottenham. I was thinking certain other players, but I was also thinking, were they better at other clubs potentially? So I thought Harry Kane, look, best striker to ever play for Tottenham, leading ever goal scorer.
Better than
Huh? And yeah, I just thought if we're going strikers, I don't think you're going to find a better one than him. So went for him.
All right, my turn. I'm going to go for a right back.
A right back.
I'm going to go for Kyle Walker at right back.
Straight
I think
in there.
Spurs is best right back in the Premier League era, in my opinion. Spurs haven't been blessed with right backs, to be honest, in the Premier League. So,
Royal.
So yeah, I'm going to go for Kyle Walker.
Ben's being very tactical here. Very tactical. I can tell that already.
Yeah, that's a good show actually, because it's not there's no one left basically. Right back.
Brains, you're up.
I think I will go for Gareth Bale.
Bale.
Gareth Bale on the right or the left?
Or left back. Could be left back.
Left back Bale.
Fluid rigidity. No, I'm gonna have him on the right of the attacking three in the mid.
Okay,
right wing.
Right
wing
yeah.
Gareth Bale. All right.
Which is probably his least best that he played for us, but fluid rigidity. Move him right.
All right. Gab Brains has gone for the one and only Gareth Bale. Brian Daigle, you are up next.
I can't believe I got to this place without him being picked. I'm going straight away with the man that's only got one knee.
Ledley King, huh?
Ledley King is going straight in.
But the reason, Daigle, is because I think there's a few players that you probably could put in there.
Yeah, not at Ledley's level.
Not at his level, not at his desire, but you still have, but for a right back, Ben's just screwed the pitch there. We're done. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
All right.
Yeah, I was surprised, Brian, you didn't go for Jan Vertonghen.
Listen, as much as I love Jan, listen, this is the best ever. Jan Vertonghen is my second favourite ever Spurs player of all time, but this is the best 11. This is not favouritism or whatever. And literally, how can you not have our best defender, one of the best captains in that team, especially in his best version, as you said?
Yeah.
In his best version, there is no one that comes close to this man in defence.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
So far, one player each. Sim has got Harry Kane. I've got Kyle Walker. Brains has got Gareth Bale. And Daigle has got Ledley King. Sim.
So for me, the temptation of having this partnership together is really growing on me. The best ever partnership in Premier League history. So I'm going very top heavy. So I am aware of that. But I am just going to go for it. I'm going to go for Heung-min Son on the left.
Right, Sim has gone for Sonny.
Having Son and Kane together, I just couldn't avoid the temptation. Both goal contributions together as a partnership. I wanted it.
And everyone goes to scramble off their lists, Heung-min Son, unfortunately. So Sonny for Sim, Harry Kane and Sonny. I mean, can you get better than that in the Spurs Premier League era? I'm not sure you can, to be honest. But my go next. Oh, God, this is difficult. I'm going to go for Luka Modric, centre mid.
Oh.
Luka Modric, centre mid. I think he could possibly be our best centre mid of the Premier League era as well. That's how good he was. Such a shame when we sold him. Obviously, I think we did a good thing not letting him go to Chelsea when we did and getting less money and let him go to Real Madrid the next year. But what a player that man was. So Luka Modric for me.
Yeah, good
Brains.
All right, well, I would have gone for his partner. I'll go for Dembele as the centre mid.
Moussa Dembele.
Yeah, Moussa Dembele was absolutely insane, wasn't he? Everyone used to say he was the best player that they ever played with, not even just for Spurs, but for country as well. What a player that man was. Do you think, like, with Dembele, like, however good he was, he should have done more in his career, shouldn't he?
Yeah, injuries and apparently a turbulent kind of life in the background as well. So it's always the way with like natural talent. You're either going to suffer at some point, you know what I mean? But what player? I've not seen anyone that can grab the game by the scruff of the neck and just go and make things happen like that, you know? Like charge through players like they're not there, you know?
Yeah. I remember he used to just like do that and like just run games by himself. I remember one game against Arsenal where he just completely tore them to shreds. It happened a couple of times probably against them. The Juventus game. I mean, it's just so many games where he just used to single-handedly just destroy the opponent. But anyway, Daigle, who's going to be alongside Ledley King on your team?
Well, one left winger has been taken, so I'm going to lock this guy in before anyone gets him. David Ginola.
Yeah, bastard.
Ben
You
had
bastard.
him lined up 100%.
Yeah. Get that locked in.
That was my other one.
All right. So we're all got two
David
players
Ginola.
got in.
Player of the Year winner in 1999.
Sim's gone for Heung-min Son, Harry Kane. I've got Kyle Walker, Luka Modric, Dembele, Bale for Brains and Ginola, and Ledley King. Sim, who is your third player?
It's very clear Brian's going old school. Yeah, that's like he's going as early as possible, basically. All right.
I'm going Redknapp era.
I'm going like last couple years. All right. Who am I going for? A lot of very good options. I am going to take. I think it's time to start to address the defense. I think that's fair. So I am going to take.
Go on.
Jan Vertonghen.
Sorry. Over Toby Alderweireld.
I'm going to take Jan. I always thought Vertonghen was a better centre back than Toby. As much as I love Toby, but I thought Jan was a bit better. Although Toby had that long ping over him, I just thought Jan overall was a bit a better centre back. Anyway.
Right,
I love Jan.
Not many good centre backs left, to be honest. So I think that only leaves me with one option. I have to go for Toby.
Don't you dare!
I have to go for Toby Alderweireld. I have to, because when you're looking at Spurs in the centre backs, Ledley King, Toby, and Jan Vertonghen, no one really can come close to them just yet.
Yeah.
So
I have to go to our last European Cup winner.
So I've gone for Toby. Brains.
It's whether to deal with this defense as well. I might just be a little bit controversial and go for a new pick, because I don't think I've seen anyone with as much natural ability.
What are you going for, Brian Hill?
Oh, could you imagine? No, I think on even just the shapings of his first season, you know, hoping he doesn't get injured, he stays for a while. I'm going to go for Mickey van de Ven at
left centre back.
Yeah. I've not seen anyone since Jan make that impact, you know, especially on his like first season. Getting the ground running at that age, it's silly. Only problem is that could he burn out? You see getting the hamstring, you know, just with that speed, that's always going to be the problem, you know.
It's mad with Mickey van de Ven. He's got this stat from his previous club and at Tottenham when he's had these hamstring injuries. He's actually clocked his fastest ever speed after these hamstring injuries, which is mad.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about.
He's a machine.
But Brian Daigle.
Okay, Brain said you had the right back sorted. There was one more.
I know who you're going to go for here.
Before he goes, I am going old school again. I am going Stevie Carr.
Yeah.
Snaky Stephen.
Mate, listen, he had a couple of seasons where he was untouchable. I hated when he left. I absolutely was fuming when he went mad, when he left for Newcastle, because I thought we had an absolute star in the making, and it didn't work out for him at Newcastle, but his time at Spurs, he was outstanding.
He Stephen Carr, when he left to Newcastle, he was like, I want to leave to go win things at Newcastle.
So a team who hadn't won since the
I was like,
Yeah, but
what?
you have to remember when he left for Newcastle, they had Alan Shearer in his prime, so that was a big
it
enough
wasn't
reason
quite his prime. It was the season before he retired.
That season he was still bagging in. I bet he scored more than all Tottenham strikers that
No,
season.
I know, I don't. That's true, but I'm saying it was his prime is a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, he had a better chance of winning something with an elite striker like him.
They were
than what we
managed
had at
by
Tottenham.
Graham Souness. But anyway, yeah, you're probably right.
All right, so Daigle's got Stevie Carr, Ledley King, and David Ginola for the fourth player. Pick Sim. Let's go.
Well, but the question is, will Daigle pick a player that didn't play in the 90s? That's going to be the question.
I will.
All right, next player for me. Okay, so I am going to go for. Haven't addressed the midfield yet properly. Dembele and Modric have gone. I am going to put in my team.
You're going to go for Nicola Berti. I can feel it.
Raw Fox.
Who am I going to put in? I think I'm going to put in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take Pedro Porro.
Pedro Porro.
Brains'
right back pick is.
Yeah, I'm not sure who.
He's only got left for Stephen Kelly. That's all he's got.
Needs to get that right back in.
I'm gonna have to put Destiny Adoji on right back. Wow. Okay. Son of a bitch.
Porro, Vertonghen, Son, and Kane. That is some team already. It really is. So I've got Walker, Alderweireld, and Modric. I need to pick someone else. Who am I going to go for? Bale's been taken.
Mm-hmm.
This is difficult now already. I think I might just lock in a goalkeeper straight from the off. I think I'm going to go Hugo Lloris. Spurs' best goalkeeper in the Premier League era.
Smart piece of business.
So Hugo Lloris.
We do have. It's the one position I think we do have some really good hands. You know, all the way down Ian Walker. If you look at like
Ian Walker, Neil Sullivan, Casey Keller, these are the goalkeepers.
Unbelievable.
Robinson, you know,
Espen Bardson.
Friedel's first season.
Friedel was great. Yeah.
You know, I think he had the record. Clean sheets that season as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Brains, it's your go.
Oh, yeah. I think I just want to get this attack. Just going pure on like natural ability, and the fact I think as well that with the other guy that I've got up top with him, I think they could play in and out of each other. I'm going to go for Berbatov.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
I like
and
that
for the
shout.
last person, because for the last person I want to play next to them, I think it gives you just the most fire attack. Other than if you could have your, you know, best attack, which we can't because Kane and Son are available, then it's like the very best that you could have. I think the best second choice, but we'll see if it gets to that because I'm sure someone else is going to steal the next guy.
All right, Daigle.
Okay, behind the striker, Simeon said, am I going to pick anyone outside of the 90s? Well, here it comes. Let's just say Brains took the second VDV. I'm taking the first one.
I knew it.
Rafa van der Vaart.
Rafa van der Vaart.
I think you've picked the most like injury-prone like teams.
Maybe there's a theme, but on their day they were great. On their day,
They were great.
They could collectively all be fit. I'd be flying.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Sim.
Okay, back to me. Who am I going to pick? I'm going to pick. I think I'm going to lock in. I need a centre mid. Obviously, Modric and Dembele are gone. I mean, after that, I'm looking at centre mids, and there's not like tons and tons of
You're talking
names.
about a defensive, like an
Yeah,
eight
you
or
got a DM. I'm gonna go. Yeah, centre mid in the double pivot. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Bentancur. You know,
Bentancur.
good shout.
Sim is very recency bias here.
It is quite, but
You know, there is a couple players who I think did such good jobs that they were just gone very quick.
Yeah,
that's the
I know exactly who you're thinking of, Brains.
I mean, yeah,
I know exactly who you're thinking of, and I'm not going to take him off you. I'm going to let you have it. But I've got a player here in the number 10, who I think again has been our best 10 in the Premier League era, and that is going to be Christian Eriksen in the number 10.
Fuck. All the 10. I'm going to be left with Nicky Barmby as a 10.
Go on, Brains.
Oh, okay. Because now I think you probably will go for him. I'm going to put next to Dembele, I'm going to put Michael Carrick.
Yeah, that's exactly who I was thinking of.
I had him in the back of my mind as well.
Because I think
Michael
for control, you could him and Dembele in the double pivot, just him laying the foundations and Dembele just knocking people down. You could do a lot then. That
is a mad midfield, Carrick and Dembele. That would run every Premier League game, wouldn't it?
When I think of the Premier League now, especially, I think that's what we need.
Yeah, literally, 100%. Go on, Daigle.
All right, back to the 90s. Back to the 90s, and I'm taking the striker before anyone does.
Go on.
Wunderbar Jurgen Klinsmann.
Klinsmann.
Second term.
First term. Mate, even second term saved us from relegation, mate. I've even had this conversation. I reckon, I honestly reckon, if Jurgen Klinsmann and Teddy Sheringham had played together for as long at Tottenham as Son and Kane, they would have had more goal contributions than Son and Kane. Those two, that season, and if they played for longer, would have smashed all records. They were unstoppable.
Yeah. All right, Sim.
All right, back on to me. I mean, in terms of number 10s, we are running thin, so I might have to... I mean, you've accused me of going recency, and I might have to go again, because I think I'm going to have to go for James Maddison. I mean, we're looking at a number 10s here. There's not many left, so Madders, I think, has to be in there.
Wilfie Sigurdsson's turning in his grave.
We don't bring that name up on this show, Brains. It's my go. I'm going to have to go for... These attacking players are running out as well, to be fair. Spurs have had some amazing attacking players over the years. Strikers, in terms of strikers, Klinsmann, Berbatov, Kane have gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to pick a striker, to be honest. And I'm not sure what to pick.
Postiga.
Helder Postiga, yeah?
Yeah, mate.
Sergei Rebrov.
What about your favourite one?
JD.
Not too much. Not his favourite enough, apparently. The 1 in 3 doesn't cut it anymore.
I'm thinking to go... You know what? Fuck it. Jermaine Defoe.
He is going Jermaine Defoe. Interesting. So we've all picked our strikers and no one picked Robbie Keane.
No, I haven't picked my last...
You've picked your strike... well, I guess you can play Keane.
Yeah, I'm thinking of putting Berbatov.
I see. Very clever.
Oh, Keane and Berbatov partnership, man.
And then they're putting in the 10.
Bale, Berbatov, Keane.
You've done it to Robbie Keane in the 10.
Yeah.
We'll allow it.
Daigle.
All right. I'm going back to Injury FC. And this one will be the king of injuries FCs because I need a right midfielder. And we have not been blessed with them. So I'm taking one of my favourite players.
Oh, I
Used to
know.
have his
Yeah.
name and number on every single shirt until he left the club, and I am taking Darren Anderton.
Yeah,
Very
knew that
good.
was coming. You've got a proper 90s heavy team, man. Stevie
I have,
Carr,
man.
Ledley King, Ginola, Van der Vaart, Anderton, and Klinsmann. You just need Teddy Sheringham, but you got no room for him.
Okay, Teddy Sheringham could be a DM and just float around.
Sim, who are you going for?
Okay. Who am I going to go for? Yeah, we're running out of right wingers, aren't we? There's only really two choices left, I feel, for right wing. So who do I go for? Look, I'm going too recent, so I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go for little Aaron Lennon.
Aaron Lennon.
That's a great shout. That's a great shout.
So Sim has a front three of Aaron Lennon, Heung-min Son, and Harry Kane.
With Maddison in behind.
With
I
Maddison
like it.
in behind.
I like it.
But I think Sim might be shipping quite a few goals in his team, to be fair.
Well, Jan Vertonghen's got enough.
Just by himself. So for me, I can't even think of any other right wingers, to be honest.
Yeah, right wing for some reason. Obviously, Bale was there, but apart from Lennon, because Lennon was there for so long, like 10 years, so we didn't really. Like Ericsson played on the right a lot, didn't he? Like we didn't really have a proper right winger for a while.
Yeah, that's the issue here. Spurs haven't had many good right wingers.
Because it was Anderton for like 10 years, and it was Lennon for like 10 years.
And there was Paul Walsh before that.
Paul Walsh, of course.
Oh, mate, Paul Walsh. Mate, if you used to watch Paul Walsh was a super sub. Paul Walsh.
Rule Fox, was he on the right or left?
Rule Fox was the left, wasn't he?
Right.
Or was he on the right? Six toes, Rule Fox.
Mate, my first ever North London derby that I went to with my friends when we beat them 2-1 the year after Naeem from the halfway line. Rolf Fox terrorised Arsenal. Absolutely demolished them single-handedly. He was fantastic that day. And only that day.
Danny Kiriakou in the comments says, Gareth Bale right wing, Song left wing, Kane striker. It's not that hard, guys.
That's what I've got. Oh, no, sorry, that's not what I've got. Brains has got Bale, fair enough.
God, who am I going to go for? I'm just going to go for Danny Rose at left back.
Danny Rose taking the left back.
Yeah, it's probably Danny Rose in his best season, probably Spurs' best left back in the Premier League era as well. So, Brains, up next.
Yeah, I think so. So we're saying 4-2-3-1, right?
Yeah.
This is whether you put your one up higher. I think for the potential of his first couple of seasons, like when he broke through, I'm gonna go Delhi.
Delhi, what, on the left? Left
No.
wing, that's controversial.
No. As an ahead of Dembele and Carrick.
You put Robbie Keane there.
Robbie Keane there.
No, Keane is up top.
But Berbatov's up top.
Berbatov's coming off the left.
No, you got to have Berbatov off the left. What is that?
What is that? What are you
mate?
doing? What are you
It's a
doing? Berbatov off the left.
Instead of making wingers strikers, you're making strikers wingers.
How about this? How about we go Keane on the right? Again, it's a tight right.
Keane on the right.
Bale on the left. Berbatov in the centre. Behind them, Delhi. What are you worried about?
Square pegs and round holes.
Hey.
What is that about?
We're getting real thin here. We're getting real thin.
You can't have Berbatov as a left winger. Surely
That
not.
is a disgrace.
I don't even think Berbatov can be allowed as a left winger. Like, he is solely a number 9.
I am just trying to get him on the pitch. He will
Look, Brains, we gave you some leeway with Keane in the 10. I thought that was a bit of a sneaky move, but I gave you some leeway with it. Don't push your luck. Don't push your luck.
I don't think we can allow that Berbatov in the right wing or left wing, whatever you say.
Berbatov in the centre.
If you would have said Dele isn't as a CM, I would have allowed it. I can't have Dele as a left winger.
No, Delhi's not a left winger. Berbatov in the centre. Bale is a left wing.
Yeah.
Keane coming off the right.
We have
And
to they have to have played in that position for Tottenham. We can't just allow players who haven't played in that position.
You over told me the formation 10 minutes ago. I'm working on the fuck here. It's getting. I don't have a creative 10 though. I need someone like a Dele to
You
work
put
his
Robbie
magic.
Keane there. Well, you put Keane in the 10. It was your decision.
They're playing a double pivot.
Double pivot. You've got Dembele a double pivot in the 10.
We're doing some real mathematics here.
Yeah.
Real tactical gymnastics right here. Leave them in. I'll figure out where to play them. Even if I have to put Gareth Bale at left back.
Maybe I can allow Dele on the left. He did play there a couple of times, I guess, but wasn't
Dele on the left.
I mean, he played there a couple of times. I don't know. He did like sometimes. It was very rare, but it wasn't like an often thing.
So
but-
what would that front three be? Bale on the right, Dele on the left, Keane in the 10, and Berbatov up top. All right, we'll give it to him.
All right, we'll allow you Dele on the left. This is your last warning, Brains.
Wait, so what did you say?
You're going to get a blue card. You're going to get a blue card.
What will you allow? You got Bale.
Dele on the left. You can have Dele left wing.
Right. Berbatov in the up top. Keane in the 10. And then Dele on... Who's on the right then?
Bale.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
All right, let's go. Daigle.
What
What are you complaining about?
I want to lock my left back in, and I'm going very, very, very recent, and I'm going Destiny.
He was going to be my next pick.
I was
really
waiting and waiting. I had a backup, but I couldn't risk it. So
You had a
Destiny.
backup. I have one. It's not one I'm crazy, but it was good though in his day.
Don't you know your left back was
BAE. Do I go for him? I mean, was Ben Davis better than him technically, given the fact
those outside of the boot, outside swingers from BAE to Bale was just.
Trying to think, who was I like left back under like Martin?
This is
Young?
where you wish you had the '90s knowledge.
Yeah, probably. Do I just go for Okoto? Yes, I am.
Sim's going for
BAE. Yeah,
Has everyone
Benoit.
got a left back now?
Brains doesn't.
Brains
Brains got.
does not.
Brains has got only got Mickey van der Ven. No other defenders.
You can do everything on that side.
Okay, I'll wait and see who I was.
I knew. I told you. You're going to end up with Stuart Nethercott.
I'm going to go for Ryan Sessegnon.
I'm going to go for a centre back partner for Jan Vertonghen, and that is Kuti Romero.
Romero.
So that is that's my back four sorted. So it's Danny Rose, Carl Walker, Toby Alderweireld, and Kuti Romero.
It's a pretty good back four.
Yeah.
But I just got no striker, no guys in the attacking play. Let's go, Brains.
I need a centre back partner. I need someone. Once you've got VDV, who's so young, you need a real soldier next to him. Someone who's done it all, who could help guide him through his career. I'm going to go, and you might have to jump in Daigle's time machine for this, but Gary Mabbott.
Gary Mabbott. He was on my list as well. That's really
That
annoying.
was my next pick. That was my very, very next pick.
Captain for won the UEFA Cup,
FA Cup.
FA Cup. He's done it all.
Oh, now I've got to think defenders. Jesus Christ.
All
I'll
right.
come back to that one.
Come on, Daigle.
I'm going to take one of my defensive midfielders, and I am going in his prime, the Beast. I'm putting
Sandro.
Sandro in there.
The Beast.
Sandro. That's a good shout.
Sandro. Okay. I need another
Got
centre back.
defence.
There's only one guy you can pick, surely.
I wouldn't dare pick him.
That's not the guy I was thinking of.
Only one guy I can pick. Who? Eric Dyer. I'm not picking Dyer.
Not Dyer either. I was thinking of.
There's one guy in my head who's a bit outside the box. Who was a very good defender. He was very good.
Who? Ricardo Rocha.
Not quite Ricardo Rocha.
Fazio.
Well, I'm wondering who you're thinking of. Well, what other really good?
Well, who still needs a centre back?
I do.
Daigle needs a centre back. It's just Daigle and Sim need centre backs.
I'm thinking. Look, Well, who are you thinking? There's like Kabul. I don't want to go for him. There's Dawson. I guess you're thinking of Dawson. I think the guy in my head is probably better than Dawson.
Go on, say it then.
He was the last player to score a winning goal in a cup final for Tottenham.
Johnny Woodgate.
Johnny Woodgate. I'm going to go for him.
Do you think Woodgate was better for Spurs than Dawson?
I think Woodgate was a better defender. Yeah.
He was a better defender.
Yeah.
But was he better for Spurs than
I
Dawson?
don't think
Was he better for Spurs in the sense of like as a centre back who did more for Tottenham, obviously Dawson. But when they were on the pitch, who was better? I think Woodgate was head and shoulders above Dawson.
Woodgate was hardly ever on the pitch.
He was hardly on the pitch, but he won the cup. He was there. He was brilliant that day as well. And we're taking the best version of these players. So I'm putting Johnny Woodgate in there.
All right, now it's my go. I've got my back four sorted. I need a centre mid and I need two wingers. I'm going to lock in a centre mid. And that is going to be... Wasn't the greatest at Spurs, but I still think he did a really good job. Sim wasted about thousands of pounds on WAP trying to figure out if we signed him or not, all the way from Israel. And I'm going to go for Edgar Davids.
Edgar Davids.
I had him on my list as well. But not for his time at Spurs, just for basically everywhere else that he went.
I think he was actually really important to that team under Martin Jol for that one season.
Incredibly.
Yeah.
Incredibly.
Great goal against Wigan, was it?
Wigan, yep. His only goal for Tottenham, I believe.
So who's
Were
your
you
mid?
saying you were both in Israel when we signed him?
No, I think Sim was.
No, it was. Yeah, I
was
was
I.
in Israel. Was I? No, I think we
So
both
was I.
were.
Was I?
Yeah. I think we
Maybe.
both were in Israel that summer, yeah.
Well, I guess we were out of the age of probably going on family holidays, so yeah.
Who's
So
your
my midfield pairing is Edgar Davids and Luka Modric with Christian Eriksen just ahead.
Oof, that's a lot of technical ability right there.
It is.
That is.
Brains, you're up next. You need...
A left back, a right back, and a keeper.
Yeah.
I think just to get the left back sorted, I'm going to go Justin Edinburgh.
Okay.
May he
Just
rest
because
in peace.
I can't think of anyone else who really. I mean, obviously Udoji's gone. I would have put him in for sure because I think he's one of the best we've seen there.
What about Leon Pio?
Mate, you didn't say
yeah,
that.
that's
Or Christian Ziga.
Christian Ziga.
That's who my
We
backup
only
was.
take first answers, Brains. We only take first answers.
Who's Brains gone for? Justin Edinburgh.
Pure over him.
If you hadn't
Right.
put Delhi left wing, I'll let you off. But you have. You're on
Making
your
these rolls
final
up-
warning. You're on your final warning.
rolls up on the fly now.
Huh?
So Pure
Alright.
are
What's your final answer? Final answer. The next name you say is going to be locked in.
it's between Pure
Yeah.
and Ziga.
Who'd you say? You said
I
Pio.
like-
I said the next name you say is going to be locked in.
He picked
I like-
Justin Edinburgh. How? Well, you can't go back on Justin Edinburgh.
I know I'm gonna run die.
Justin Edinburgh is locked in. I've already written it down.
All right, I'm
right.
happy.
All right,
happy with
Justin Edinburgh. Brian, he took a 90s
Okay,
player
so-
away from you.
So that's fine. I just need to make sure. Am I the only one that needs a centre back now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks to Ben saying a certain person. I can leave him till last. Thank you for helping me there, Ben. Right.
Who? What did I say?
You said a certain person.
You said a certain person when we're thinking about centre backs, and I went numb when Brain said Mabbott, and you helped me with that, so I can leave that till the end. Goalkeeper, it's tough for me because I want to say Vicario, but can we say Vicario's been here long enough to be? Well, actually, if we put Destiny and everyone in, yeah, I'm going Vicario.
Yeah.
Going Vicario.
I think I
Okay.
know who's in goal.
Yes, but it's only me and Brains who need one, and I don't mind between the two I've got in my head, so I'm going to leave the
Oh, there you
keeper.
go.
So central midfield. Central midfield.
There's only one guy at centre mid that I feel like. Well, there's actually a couple. There's a
I've got
couple.
one who probably he didn't stay fit for long, but when he played, he was unbelievable. Probably one of the best defensive mid displays in the lifetime of Tottenham, I would say. In that
Last
one
season at White Hart Lane.
was the last season at White Hart Lane. So I might have to go for him unless he's better than I think he's probably better than everyone else I'm thinking of who could partner him. I'm going to go for it. Victor Wanyama.
Okay. Now I need one of two wingers, a left winger or a right winger. I'm going to go for a right winger. And seeing as we're saying his best version of himself in a Spurs shirt, he had 6 months from a January to the end of the season where he was one of the best players in the Premier League at that point. And I'm going to go for Dejan Kulusevski on the right wing.
Decky. All right, Brains. You need a centre back and a keeper.
No, I've got my two centre backs.
Right back. Sorry, right back and a keeper.
Damn, right back is hard.
I've got a right back you haven't considered. I think he's underrated. He'd probably be better in my team.
That played a lot. That
he
had
did
a big
play a lot.
impact.
Yeah, I would say so. I actually don't think he was signed as a right back. We ended up playing a lot of right back. Or you could just go for Stephen Kelly.
Stephen Kelly's a shout, actually.
It's not a shout.
When you don't have another player, it's a shout.
Oh my God. No, actually, we're missing an absolute howler when I think about it. There's an absolute howler we're missing.
At which position?
At right back. Yeah, I reckon he probably should have got ahead of my one even. Probably ahead of Brian's as well.
Who? Pascal?
No. Better than him.
Well, I'll take him. Old.
There is a bit of a howler. I think we've all overlooked the right back potentially.
You're not talking
Except for
about
Ben,
Ori.
obviously. Huh?
Aurier.
Not Aurier. No, not Aurier.
In the Prem era, Stephen Carr's already gone. Who else?
I think. Are you thinking of a Croatian?
No, he was the first one I was thinking about. But then I thought about it. There's one where we've all just forgotten about him. He's still playing.
Memorable?
He's still playing. He's an amazing right back.
An amazing right back.
But he wasn't always first choice of Tottenham. I guess that's what I'd say.
Yeah, I got it now.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
You talking about Voigt, who went to?
No, not Foyth. No, I'm not talking about him. He was good though, but I'm not talking about him.
He's good. He didn't get enough chance. I thought he was good. One Voigt.
It's a very good shout.
Voigt actually.
If you don't say him, you're going to kick yourself. But I'm not going to give you the answer.
Can I trade you someone?
You want to trade?
Oh, I know who you're thinking of.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Gav, we're going to have to push you here. You've had Dele at left wing.
Can I call a friend?
Tim, I think I'll still take Stevie Carr
You reckon?
for his best at Tottenham.
Yeah, probably, because Stephen Carr, he did score a lot. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe I'm the only one who overlooked him.
Overall, if it was over their whole career, then it'd be the other way around.
Yeah.
I just don't know who to pick at left wing as well. I don't feel like there's anyone left to pick. Whose go is it?
It's Gav. He's still figuring out who I'm talking about right back.
I'll mess one round and come back on this.
No,
on the
there's
next.
no missing rounds. You're being too sneaky here, Gav. Come on.
Can I put one of my subs in as a holding?
Those... You could just go for a keeper, and if you can't think of the right back, you can go for the keeper.
True. All right, then I will go for Casey Keller.
Casey Keller. All right, we are first answer. We are not allowed to change that. Casey Keller. That's locked in, Gav. 100%.
Why the hell would you go for Casey Keller?
He's locked it in.
He's actually got. If you look at his stats are not bad for clean sheets. He had the record clean sheets.
We were terrible when he was there.
Oh
no way he had no record of clean sheets.
But a goalkeeper is
Casey Keller was terrible at Spurs, I thought.
I don't think he was that bad. I actually liked him. I liked his the way he goalkeeps, like tidy with the feet. I just think we had a bad team at that time. But I don't know. He had like pretty consistent shutouts. Like the whole time he played.
We got a comment in the chat from Lee saying we need to take the nickname Brains off of him now.
Are you telling me? If I can't, then I'll go for Brad Friedel. I'm going to get an American in there. Oh no, shit, Paul Robinson.
No, you've locked it in.
You've locked it in, man. You've gone for the American Casey Keller.
Locked it in. It's on Brian's go already. Brian's already picking a player.
I don't even know how you pick Keller over Friedel. I don't even know how you did that in the same bloody country.
Yeah, Friedel was better. But he's only here 1 season, though.
2 seasons, actually. He kept Lloris out for a bit. Anyway, go on, Brian. You've got a centre mid and a centre back.
Yeah, I'm doing my other defensive mid. And this guy, I think, is so wildly underrated. And when defensive midfielders started becoming an actual thing that you needed them, we went and got one. And we got the Champions League that season. And I think when he came in January, he was absolutely instrumental in everything we did. Wilson Palacios.
Palacios.
Ooh. He was great for that one season.
Mate, until what happened with his brother, unfortunately, rest in peace, he was, at the time when defensive midfielders were becoming the thing you needed, he came in and did the job. Mate, his neck muscles. I haven't. Mike Tyson is the only person I've ever seen with neck muscles like him.
Could have taken Scott Parker.
Could have. I think Palacios at the time did more for Spurs than Scott Parker did.
Huddleston.
Honestly, I think. Oh, that's a great shout. I love Tommy. I love Tommy.
Someone in the comments says Didier Zakora.
Didier Zakora you could have taken.
But Danny's in the chat, so you can't sing that.
Could have taken Timu Tania. All right.
So going in, this is the last pick now. Going into the last pick. Sim needs a goalkeeper. I need a left winger. Brains needs a right back.
Elusive right back.
And what does Daigle need?
A centre back.
A centre back.
Centre back, which you helped me with.
All right, so I'm going to lock in. I think, considering that when in those first 2 seasons at Spurs, he was England's #1. He was unbelievable. He had obviously it all turned bad when he had that bad moment in Croatia. But I think he probably shades Friedel in terms of at his peak. Was he the better keeper? I'm going to go yes. I'm going to go England's #1, Paul Robinson.
He's actually my favourite keeper we've had.
I've already got him.
Huh?
Sorry, Sim, I've already got him.
No, you don't. You got Casey Keller. You picked Casey Keller. We moved on.
I was bantering. I was shooting the shit.
It was just a joke, bro. I was kidding.
Oh God, left winger.
You can't do this. You can't take away Paul Robinson.
You didn't take him away. You picked Casey Keller. You're taking away from me.
Joke. All right. Well,
left winger.
I've not written down Robinson, but you're going to make me tear up this sticky note.
Not the sticky note.
Left winger.
And I'm going to have to put Brad Friedel in.
I'm stumped with this left winger.
There's only one. I'm trying to think. Because we played Malbronk there for a bit.
Steed.
Because we had no left winger for ages before Bale.
I really didn't get the hype around him.
Who's Steed?
Steed.
Yeah, really did.
I thought he was a good player. I liked Steed.
Steed Malbronk always gave 100%.
And also before Steed, we used to play Davids there. We used to play Tainio there. So
left wing has always been a trouble problem with Spurs. Could take George, Kevin, and Kudu.
Yeah. Clinton and
Dimitrescu.
Clinton and G. Ili Dimitrescu.
I've just thought of another defensive midfielder. Chief
Done, mate.
Popescu.
Jose Dominguez.
Was he a left winger?
Yeah. I'm stumped with left wing.
Yeah, because obviously then Bale went there and played. Even Modric was playing
Could
there.
take
quite
Stefan
a bit.
Dalmat.
Modric played there a bit. Could take Dalmat for literally like a few good games.
Put the Rocket there.
Rocket Ronnie.
Yeah, you could have Rosenthal there. You could put Manor Solomon.
Manor.
Oh,
Timo Werner.
Oh, there's another one. There's
Is there?
another one. Well, you
I
help
can't-
with the defenders. You help with defenders. So I'll help you. Harry Redknapp loved the Croatian.
Oh, yeah. He was decent. On the left.
Nico.
I loved that man. I loved him.
So I've got two players in my mind. There's two players. It's either Nico Cranshaw or Clint Dempsey.
Dempsey wasn't really a winger, though, was he?
He played there, though.
He did play there a
sometimes.
few times, but he was at his best probably as a second striker.
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
go
Mark
Nico.
Bond was better.
I'll go Nico.
Cranshaw.
I'll go Nico Cranshaw.
Cranshaw was a good player. All right, Brains, have you thought of the right back yet?
Go for Carlucca and just
Corluca. All right, that's locked in. We're not. I'm going to say the name now. You can't change it. You've locked in Corluca.
so my back four is Carlucca, Mabit, VDV, and Justin Embra.
Yeah.
You could have had Kieran Trippier.
Oh! What is wrong? Trips.
And then to finish us off is Brian Daigle with a centre back.
Yep, thanks to you, Ben. I'm putting Michael Dawson, reunited Lenley and Michael.
Lovely.
Well, that's a good partnership.
Michael Dawson ping against a Toby Alderweireld ping. Only one winner, let's be fair.
Well done, Toby. Yeah.
Everyone goes on about that Michael Dawson ping. It was terrible.
1 in 5. When it came off, it looked good though.
When it came off,
it
when
did
it
look
came
good.
off. But yeah, that is it. Everyone's 11s is done. My 11. Let's go for Sims 11 first. Paul Robinson, Akoto at left back, Poro at right back, Vertonghen and Woodgate at centre back, Bentancur and Wanyama in midfield, Maddison in the 10, Sonny on the left, Lennon on the right, and Harry Kane up top. It's a fairly good team, man.
I like that team. I think the back four, it's not the best, but I like it. I think all the best. Maybe left back's a bit weak. Centre mid, big, strong. It's got the technician and Bentancur. Then you got, I think the front line, I think is dynamite. Probably the best front line there, I reckon. Oh, it's maybe Brains. Maybe Brains is competing. I reckon mine shades it.
My team is Hugo Lloris, Danny Rose and Carl Walker with that dynamic duo at fullbacks. Coutinho Romero and Toby Alderweireld, I think, would complement each other really well at centre back. Coutinho on the right, obviously, Alderweireld on the left. Davids and Modric in centre mid. I think that's really strong centre mid. Ericsson in the 10.
Strong 3.
Cranshaw, Kulusevski and Jermaine Defoe. I think the front three does let this team down a little bit, but very techie on the wings with Cranshaw and Kulusevski and Defoe with the dynamite finishing up
You
front.
probably have the best defence.
Yeah.
And you might have the best midfield as well, potentially.
I'll be very hard to score against, that's for sure.
But will you get enough goals?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Well, Defoe scored his fair few goals, dynamite finisher. And I think Cranshaw and Kulusevski will be able to...
There's not a lot of pace in that front.
Not a lot of pace, no. But very techie, very technical with Cranshaw and Kulusevski. And Cranshaw and Ericsson will be able to rocket them in and score free kicks.
Okay.
But let's go for Brains' team. Casey Keller in goal.
No. Let's get this right. Let's get this right. In goal, we got Brad Friedel for his 14 clean sheets in his first season. You got at right back, you got Kieran Trippier, obviously never right
So
in there.
Casey Keller in goal. Justin Edinburgh left back.
Justin Edinburgh, show some respect on his name. You got VDV at left back. You got Captain Glorious, UEFA Cup winner, Gary Mabbitt, FA Cup winner. He's the captain. And the centre mid, you got Dembele with Carrick and the double
You missed out veteran Chorluka, the fastest right back in Spurs' history.
Yeah, he's on a bench. We'll have him as an alternate.
You play with 10 men, yeah.
Trips has got that right back position just now. Then you got Robbie Keane holding down the 10. You got Dele coming off at the left, Bale on the right, and Berbatov in the centre. I think that's one of the strongest attacks, other than the strongest attack that you could have, which is Kane, Bale, and Son.
I think veteran Chorluka only works at right back if you have Aaron Lennon at right wing.
Yeah, they had a good partnership.
They did.
All right, so that's Brains' team and Daigle's team.
Get the time machine out.
Mate, listen, mate. We've got Big Vic in goal. Back four of Destiny, Ledley, Dawson, and Stevie Carr. Holding midfielders Palacios and Sandro. Left wing, Ginola. That left side of Destiny and Ginola would absolutely run rings around people and cause havoc.
And
behind the strike.
What's his name? The manager, Graham. What's George Graham? Wouldn't have to ask Ginola to come back and defend with Destiny there.
There you go. And then completing the attacking mid, we've got Rafa van der Vaart, right wing Darren Anderton.
Nice.
And up front, Wunderbar Jurgen Klinsmann. That front line is devastating if they're all fit.
It's a good front line.
My team, if they're fit, are incredible.
Dale, that team's never getting on the grass. I'll tell you that right now.
No, it certainly would.
They're never going to be fit.
All right, mate, when you got Casey Keller in goal,
it's Brad Friedel, okay? It's Brad Friedel.
You can't lay a glove on my team when you got Casey Keller in goal.
Who do we reckon has the best team then? Comments, guys. Let us know who you think has the best team. Maybe we'll put a vote in the chat.
This is all when they're all on their pump, yeah. All at their top.
Correct. I reckon. I'm looking at it now. I reckon Ben has the best defense.
But don't you think we should do pick the ultimate best team, or do you think it would be obvious?
I think the ultimate best team. I think Hugo Lloris has to go in goal.
Yeah.
Right back, probably Carl Walker. Right.
Without a doubt.
Left back, Danny Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Centre backs, probably a partnership of Ledley King and Jan Vertonghen, but they both played on the same side. But I guess we can shift Ledley over to the right.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Centre mids.
I think you got Dembele, Modric, and
Dembele, Modric, Eriksson.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Rafa van der Vaart. Van der Vaart at his 100% best in that 10 is unbelievable. But
I would pick Rafa over Eriksson.
Yeah,
I really would.
Really? I don't think so. I think Eriksson was better for us.
Better as well.
I think Eriksson gets you more assists. Van der Vaart gives you that magic to get more goals. So
then
up the front three is easy, isn't it? It's Bale, Son, Kane.
Yeah.
So who has the most players in that best of all team?
I've got Son and Kane, and Vertonghen. I've got 3.
Brains has got Bale, so I think I've got the most players.
You've got Eriksson, Modric, Walker, Lloris. That's 4. But I got 2 strikers.
Do have 2 strikers. It's interesting, but Sim is leading the charge.
Come on.
I'm second with 24%. Sim is well out in the lead with 67%. Brains and Daigle both equal on 6%. So I think Sim is winning this one.
Yeah, looks
Look,
like
you can't have a best ever Spurs team, Spurs draft with Casey Keller in goal. Let's be honest.
Can I throw one question in this?
Yeah.
If you could take one player out and put any player of any time at Spurs, who would you take out and who would you put in?
What, into this current team?
Yeah, if you could put anyone
in their pomp.
Just one player in their pomp, and I should go first because I came up with the question, and I just don't want my player to be taken away. I think people know. Bye bye Rafa and hello Paul Gascoigne.
Gascoigne.
100%, yeah. Oh, if it was of all time, it'd be a lot harder because you're talking about you would want a Harry Kane to play with with people like Gascoigne, or you'd want to get a Glenica in there as well. But yeah, it'd be very hard to do of all time because Hoddles and your Ricky Diaz and
Danny Blanchflowers, Jimmy Greaves, Dave Mackay.
Yeah,
Jimmy Greaves instead of Jermaine Defoe for me, probably. I don't know, maybe. You know what? I'll take out Nico Cranchar and put Cliff Jones out on the left wing.
Oh, that's a shout and a half.
I think I would probably take No, I would take Wanyama out and maybe put Hoddle in centre mid.
Oh, Glenn. What would you do, Brains?
it's tough. I love a Paul Gascoigne on his pump more than any player.
You can't pick Gaza. Daigle just picked him.
No, I know. I would always want to see Gary Lineker at his best in any team because I don't think there's any.
You wouldn't take Keller out and put Pat Jennings straight in. Mate, I'm going to start calling you Casey. I'm not going to call you Brains anymore. I'm just going to call you Casey.
I got the wrong bald American, all right? But here's a question. Of all the players that we've talked who are no longer at Spurs, which one player would you take and put him in now? Like, who do we need now?
Harry
and
Kane.
I would say, easy answer.
Yeah.
Smart ass. True, but okay, Harry Kane. If I couldn't have Harry Kane, I would say Luka Modric as well.
Yeah, I was thinking Luka Modric in this midfield would be insane.
All our problems trying to get out from the back after the first 10 games, Modric linking with a Modric, Bentancur and Madison midfield.
For me, I think it'd have to be Gareth. I think it'd have to be Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale.
And Sonny in the centre. We've got the left winger, or our wingers at the moment can't beat the first man. So you put Gareth Bale in at left wing right away, bang, done.
That's why I don't understand why they don't sit them down right in front of a screen, the wingers, and go watch Ginola how he runs with the ball. Like, do that.
Yeah, just
What
do that.
Do that.
Just watch his goal against Barnsley on repeat until it sticks.
Yeah, it's tough though. Different times though.
Yeah, but look, I think that brings an end to the show. It was really fun. I really enjoyed that. Brains with Casey Keller and his team. I mean, when you're looking at the right wingers, Spurs have just not had some great wingers in their team. I mean, apart from the obvious ones with Gareth Bale, there's not been great wingers at Spurs like Bale and Heung-min Son. Apart from that, they're all pretty not great,
we've always
are they?
shoehorned midfielders like out into that position. Lamelas and do you know what I mean? I remember when he was shoehorning. Was it Marino was shoehorning Lo Celso out there, and it was just like, what are you doing?
I know
he's so left foot centric, and not in a way of like Kulusevski way either, you know.
But yeah, I think that's all we have time for today. I hope you guys in the comments did enjoy that. Sim has taken the voting by 57%. Iowa came second and 26%. Brains came third with Casey Keller at 11%. And Daigle comes in last with 5% of the vote.
Listen, you say last, I say fourth. That's Champions League. So we're happy.
top four, but you also got a relegation, Daigle.
Oh, I don't know if you get relegated. Listen, you're the negative one. I'm thinking top four. You're thinking relegation. It's so negative, Ben.
Yeah,
all the teams are in the chat at the moment. I just posted just so everyone has like a bit of visual representation if you want to get the votes in. But yeah, I'm storming it at the moment, so I'm loving life. Absolutely loving it. Come on.
You've got a lot of recency bias there. So
maybe
you've got a lot of players. People in the
Brains, you got to play the game. You got to play the game, Brains.
Youngins all know. Like the youngins probably have no idea half the names that Brian has mentioned.
El Dante says Brian's team deserves more respect. He says.
Yeah, I think so.
On there, but listen, you look at that on their pumps. I'm like, listen, we were crap in my days when I had my season ticket and going regularly, but there were some great players that we had. They just didn't have the team around them.
Yeah. Wait a sec. Shall we go around picking managers? Who to manage these teams?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough one because there's a mismatch. You'll have a natural mismatch of types of players, and you might have like, if you had to pick a manager who's midfield centric, you probably got the best one. Like Ben, I think you probably got.
I think Poch would like my team. I reckon Poch would like my team.
I know my manager.
You going for Poch?
I'm probably going to go for Poch. Yeah.
Sim's going for Poch.
I'll go for
Chelsea.
I'll go for old Terry Venables. Just
Terry Venables.
You could go for Terry Venables, but it's not your go yet, Brains.
okay. Well,
I'm going to go for Terry Venables. No, I'm joking. I am going to go for. I'm going to go for Harry.
Harry would.
Harry would love my team.
He loves Defoe and Cranshaw. That's for sure. And Modric. And Danny Rose on his Premier League debut.
Exactly.
Carl Walker as well.
So you're going for Jerry Francis? Someone says in the comments.
Brains, who are you going for?
Yeah, I think I'll go for Terry Venables. Just from the start.
Did Terry Venables manage us in the Premier League?
Was he manager of us in '92?
No. You can't pick Terry. It's Premier League only.
Brain, stick to the rules, man.
You know what? I'll go for a little bit of recency bias just to get me up the percentages. I'll go for,
Big Ange.
I'll go for I go for Big. Yeah, I go for Big Ange.
No Mason. No Mason shouts.
Daigle.
No.
Daigle's going for Jose Mourinho.
I'm not. I'm going for the reason I am the way I am, the man I love, and the catalyst for everything. Martin Yole.
Martin Yole as manager.
What about chairman?
Brains.
I think Daigle's going for Daniel Levy. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, most certainly.
I'll go for in the Premier League era, did I hear you say?
I have to say on this one, thank God I'm last.
Alan Sugar.
Well, who are we going for sporting director?
I think we should have a medical team.
I'm going to go Paul Mitchell. I'm good. I'm locked that in.
Paul Mitchell. I'm going for Don Fabio. Paratici. Nah, but look, no, I think that
End the stream.
Who's brought the most successful players? Like, what management kind of sport director duos brought the most successful players to the club?
Damien Comoli was actually very underrated because he brought a lot of players that actually came good after he left.
Yeah.
El Dante says Frank Arneson or Comoli.
Frank Arneson, yep.
I would have said that's who I would have said Arneson, but he was only there for literally before Chelsea came and pinched him. But if we had him for ages, would have been massive for us.
Yeah.
All right. So at the moment, 48 votes at the moment, and I'm still clear at 54%.
It's going down and down as the stream goes on.
I see. That's why we're extending the stream.
We'll keep going until Sim's not in first anymore. Ball boys, physios. Stephen Hayes says, which ones we're going for?
Okay, I'll pick the ball boy, the one that threw the ball for Jose.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think we've juiced everything we can out of this. So I think we'll end it there. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us today. We'll speak to you all very soon. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.
Come on you Spurs.